Good morning. Hang on, it's a bit dark in here. So, as you can probably tell, we stayed the night last night. We had a lovely relaxing day yesterday. We come up through the lock. We thought we were going to go up through on our own, so we didn't film because we were a little bit stressed. And then we got there and the volunteers were doing some training, so they asked if they could take over from us, which we were like more than happy for them to do. So we come out through nice and easy. Then we stopped off at the cafe, filled up with water. Danny went and got a nice coffee, sat there relaxing in the sun, and then we come up just along past near where we've been moored before. And obviously we're slowly on our way to the marina now. Just going to finish off some teas. It's a bit of a mess in here. We got takeaway last night. That's a bit of a lazy one. Morning, campers.
Good morning.
Hang on. Door.
Oh, this is so lovely. What's the saying about doing it for the fruits of our labour? Is that right?
Yeah, watch fingers. Hang on.
I got it. Thank you. Is that the right words?
Enjoying the fruits of your labours.
Yeah. That's what we're doing now.
It does help when it's a real nice day out.
Yeah.
It's only about 7:30 or something stupid. Lush. Is it about 8 o'clock now? It's about 7:30 or 7:20 when we first got up.
It's 8:20.
Alright. 8:20 still.
The boats have already gone past.
Yeah.
Oh, it's beautiful. As much as like it would have been nice to have been on here earlier, now it's nice because it's coming into
The weather.
spring, summer, although there's a fine line between it being like this and being like it'll be boiling hot in here and
Before
we'll
long
be
it'll
out
be too
in
hot,
the
yeah.
we'll be sleeping out on the floor in there because it'll be too hot. But hopefully, because we'll be going to America, we'll be used to the heat, so maybe it won't be so intense when we get back here. Maybe. I don't know.
Have winter clothes on still. Lovely. Right, we'll finish these and then we've got a little bit of work to do today, but we're having another semi-enjoyment day.
Yeah. And I got to work later.
My mum and dad's coming over. Dad's going to help finish off the grout for us, which will be good. And I'm going to start, hopefully, properly on the electricals. I know I've been saying this for weeks now, but
I'm going to be caulking queen, and I've been putting off the clouds. I really want to do the clouds, but I'm just like a bit scared and like I don't want to ruin them.
you
But
can always paint over it.
yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm just going to give it a go.
I'm sure it'll be wonderful.
Everything else is just give it a go. Turned out alright, isn't it?
Good morning. So, we lost you for a couple of days. Where we left you, my parents basically popped over for the day. My dad finished off the grouting. The weather was so nice. We sat outside. Mum brought a coffee machine over. Sat had a coffee with them. Yeah, it's a really nice day. And then a couple of friends of ours, Alex and Gabby, they popped over on their bikes. And then we spent, probably about half an hour chatting with them. Then did we stay over or not? I can't remember. No, we didn't stay over. Anyway, Danny and I stayed over last night, and Danny's gone straight to work from here. So yeah, it feels like a proper home at the minute. My main task for today is going to be sorting out the batteries, getting them connected up so we've got sort of worry-free power, because at the minute I'm still swapping over a little normal car battery, charging that up from home. It's just a bit of a pain really. It'd be nice once we've got the full capacity. We could have the diesel heater on in the morning. It's a little bit colder this morning than it has been the past couple of days. But yeah, just really starting to enjoy all the work that we put into the boat. It's a bit surreal actually being in a sort of living, half living. Right, that's me full of oats, ready to work. Let's see what we can tackle in here today. That's the batteries connected up. Now, between me and Dad, when we were tiling, or when he was tiling, we've managed to use one of the offcuts, or we thought it was an offcut, but we've used some of the tile board that was due to go here. So I've just cut another piece because I primed those ready. So I'm just going to prime this one now. I'm going to fit it first, then prime it. I was planning, I don't know if you remember, to like mock everything up on the boards and then fit them after, but there's so many cables coming between here and here, it's going to be difficult to judge until they're up where some of the cables go. Does that make sense? So these Blue Sea components come with wiring ready-made, which is handy. So I'm just going to connect this one up. I don't know if you'll be able to see anything, it's so awkward. That wrong way. Negative there. Oh no, what did I drop? Oh no, it's the black ring, wasn't it? I've got it. I forgot to tell you about this little solar panel I bought. Mainly going to be to charge the starter battery, trickle charge it whilst we're away. I've just been using it to test out things as well, because it's got its handy little crocodile clips. So I just connected up to the sockets. Bargain. Remember, I've got to paint top coat yet. I admitted defeat, I've just taken off the bits I've screwed onto the board of painted top coat. Now whilst that's drying, instead of going from connector, cable, connector, join this up, that's a bus bar, gone negative. I'm just going to use a piece of copper and drill them, and then nut and bolt. Just saves on connections coming loose or anything like that. It's just a better way of doing it. So I'm going to drill these 1, 2, 3, 4 holes and cut them in half. I'll get one for here, which will be going into the isolator. Left loads of tiny little metal shards all over the back. Oh wow. It's gone a bit hot. That? Oh, what was it? Was it the other copper thing? Oh. I'm just glad it wasn't anything more valuable. If that had gone in, that's about 100 quid. Lucky it was just something I spent about 20 minutes drilling, but got one left and another pack of 2. Bit of a pillar drill really, but cheers. Good morning. So we stayed over again last night. It's really nice. Danny's just gone off to work. Well, about 2 hours ago. I've just been chilling really. Had a cup of tea. Had a first shower sort of bath thing. Pump's working. I've just got to create a breather because there's an airlock every time you release the plug. It just stays in there, so I need to put a breather off of the other inlet just so that it can flow. I'm going to crack on first thing now with the electricals again. Did I show you I got these fitted up? I can't remember. You still need to pop out and get some nuts and bolts. Start on this side. Then I can start wiring it up, which I'm quite excited for. Next up to be mounted, got a wireless sender for the diesel heater so we can turn it on and off from the bedroom rather than getting up, walking the whole way down to turn that. Bit lazy, but see little luxuries you need sometimes. That's going to go up there because it doesn't really need to be accessed. I've moved that over slightly. I'm going to fit the main 12 volt fuse block in there. Pencil. Nice bit of space. Just two there. Need some washers. I got away without using washers for now. I will get some, but it's just up there out the way for now. Now next up, got a nice Victron shore power inlet for whenever we can connect up to mains, which is obviously going on the outside. Got to drill a hole. I think the best place to put it, probably along here. It comes in there, but it's got to go through that. We'll do it at the top. I'll do it at the top. I'm going to fire a pilot hole through from inside where I think will be good. So that's a shore power inlet fitted for now. I've just been messing about. That's the diesel heater cables in. Just waiting for some cable management in the post. Got some clips for cable ties to go in so I can do it all neat. Just going to put a few bits in and label it up. Forward blast out. Good morning. So felt a bit guilty because I feel like all I've filmed is the back of my head for the past couple of days. So I'm going to do something a bit more interesting today. I actually brought over the solar panels yesterday. Managed to get them in the boot of the car. I've got the brackets. I'm waiting on a certain size drill bit for one size of the bolts. It's got two different sizes. I'm waiting for a 6.8mm drill bit, which is the recommended size for the bolt that I need for the tap. So I'm going to go measuring these out and start fitting them this morning, and then when Danny's back from work, probably tomorrow, she'll be able to help me hopefully lift these in position, which will be exciting. Right, let's get my stuff together. Brackets for the big bolts. They hold the panel in. That's something else. 2 brackets. Top for the small bolts. Drill bits with the drill. Sockets. Right, let's get this on the roof without dropping anything. So quick talk over our panels, can't really said much about them. We're going for two 340 watt panels. I'm going to wire them in series, which doubles the voltage of the panels but keeps the amps that they put out the same. I was reading up on it, and essentially, especially in England, it's better to go for series, although most people say series no matter where you are. It just means that there's more working voltage in which the panels will charge the batteries. I can't remember what voltage these panels are, but we're doubling that, so there's double the range of volts that will charge the batteries, because they'll only charge the batteries when they're putting out more than 12 volts. So if they're, say, 20 volt panels, you've only got a range of 8 volts, whereas if you double it up to 40 volts, you've got 8 plus 20, 28 volts of range. I think that's right. The downside of these is if a part or one of the panels is covered in shade, it brings the overall voltage down on both of them. Whereas I think if you had them in parallel, one was in the shade, one wasn't, you would still get the power from the one. I think that's right. Do some research if you can do it yourself, but we're going with series. So they're basically 35 volts. We're going to double them up to be 70 volts. You also need less wiring if you wire them in series. If anyone interested in like an explanation, a better explanation, have a look at Explorist Life, parallel versus series. He goes really in depth into it on YouTube. So, first issue, there's not quite as much room in between the two flues as I thought. It's very close. Now, the only way I'm going to be able to tell really is by lifting them both up here, which I didn't really want to do, but it's so close. If not, I have to have one panel further down towards the bow and then have some space in between. Bit precarious. Is there a sensible way of doing this? You alright? Morning!
Morning.
Morning.
Morning, mate. How you doing?
Oh, good.
Looks like you're on a good mission there.
Yeah. Been about a year-long project so far.
Bless you.
Yeah. Cheers. Right, that's enough for now. I need to dash and I'll come back later on. It's alright though. Pack up without dropping anything because I still need it all. Good afternoon. So I didn't make it back over yesterday. We just had lunch with Danny's mum and dad, just emptying the boat in a little while, which is really nice. I'm going to tackle the second panel, and then I've got the right size drill bits to do the other 2 bolts in each bracket. Lovely day for it. Right, that's both panels as good as installed. Still got to do 2 more bolts on the end one, but we're running a bit late to go and see our friend Kellen and Charlie's new baby, so we can leave that till next week, but they're as good as in. Got to sort the cabling out. Hopefully get that all wired up next week. Right, thanks for watching. We'll see you then. Say bye.